What's up, everybody? It's your man Melvin here for another classic review, and today we're reviewing. Well, he needs no introduction. Say it once, say it twice. Third time's the charm. Beetlejuice. Released in 1988 by Warner Brothers, aka the Griffin Company, which was bought by Warner Brothers. Starring Alec Baldwin, Gene Davis, and Michael Keaton as the ghost with the most. Queen Winona Ryder as Lydia. Catherine O'Hara, the parents, Delia and Charles, played by Catherine O'Hara and Jeffrey Jones. And the rest you know. But before we begin, have you subscribed? Did you hit the bell? Did you like this video? If not, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting in that damn line? Because, oh boy, you'll be waiting for a whole eternity for your next appointment in the afterlife. So yeah, let's get on. And also, sorry about the video being update late because the internet here stinks and it's supposed to be updated yesterday, but the damn video uploaded at 1 in the morning. So yeah, I'm doing this a little early so the internet won't jinx me. Give you a warning. Also, as a reminder, 98% of y'all ain't subscribed. What are you doing? Subscribe. So we're going to hit our goal of 100,000 subscribers because next week is my birthday. Let's make this happen. Let's reach 100,000, please, because it'll be awesome for me. And it'll be awesome for the algorithm. And let us begin. So everybody know what the movie's about, but may have known why. To you who never heard of the movie, well, it's time for me to tell you a bedtime story. Well, it takes back all the way in the 80s by a man named Tim Burton. If you don't remember him, he's the guy behind great films like, I think he did a lot of early work for Disney, which, face it, his creativity does not fit the Disney rhyme. I think his only stop motion was Vincent, which was narrated by Vincent Price. Also, the most famous one was Hansel and Gretel. Luckily, it was thought to be lost until somebody managed to record it on a VHS tape and release it on YouTube. So yeah, that's awesome. And then you have this masterpiece, Beetlejuice, which is about, well, okay, let's get it right. It takes place in a small town in Maine, I think, where you have the couple, Adam and Barbara, played by Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, enjoying their honeymoon. Which, face it, Adam making a model of the town. Which then we got the local realtor. Oh boy, Jane Butterfield, trying to convince them to find a new place because the house they live in is a bit too big. Plus, it's for more of a family house. But hey, which to keep denying Jane's request. So after that, both of them left the house, go to Adam's local hardware store, looking for a piece for his model. After they were heading for the old bridge, a dog was in the way. They actually Adam lost control of the car, hit the wall of the bridge, and they were teetering on a plywood where the dog was holding. And guess what the dog did? Being a total ass the dog is, jumped off, and there goes the car, killing them both. Mysteriously, at the house, the fireplace turns on its own. Both of them return home without any memory of what happened, but they're soaking wet. They don't remember leaving the fireplace lit until when they're getting close to get warmed by the fire just combusts. And I don't know, his wife's hand now became candlelight. Until they realize they didn't survive the crash because they found a mysterious book called The Manual for the Recently Deceased, which means they're dead. They try to understand what are they in heaven, are they in hell, or in limbo, but they don't have any idea. Plus, They try to leave the house. Adam tries to retrace his steps on what happened until, oh boy, he ended up in, guess where? Saturn. Yes, Saturn. He almost got eaten by a sandworm. After that, they know they can't leave the house. One day, they're sleeping. They hear a rumbling, which we get to see Barbara floating. We thought she was on the bed, but no, she's actually floating. She wakes up and falls to the ground. There's a moving truck, which they have the new owners, the Deets. The Deets by Charles and Delia Deets, fresh from New York. Which, oh boy, we get to meet the Deetses, the wife, well, second wife of Charles Deets, a more one of those, fashion designer types, they ain't the, country types, which she doesn't like, because she's more of one of those New York types, like sculpting and fashion. Then we got Charles Deets, who just wants some peace and quiet, more of the country style, and their daughter, Lydia, your typical golf girl, who has to, oh boy, get a headache from both sides. Which Barbara and Adam start to get annoyed because, face it, they try to scare them, but they can't see them. First, they try the old murder routine, like Barbara hiding in the closet, hanged, and ripped her face off. That didn't work. Then Adam's office. Sorry. Barbara holding Adam's head as a psycho. That didn't work. But Charles pops out because his wife invited a friend of theirs named Olfo, started marking the place for which to keep and which to go bye-bye. As in, because remember, if you're from New York and you want those high class, they like, those eccentric, oh boy, types, yeah. That's what you want. And Charles stops both of them, but not touch the office because his wife told him she needs to be more creative or she'll go insane and drag him along with her. Which he agrees that the place needs a little redecorating, but he tells her to leave this office alone, which she agrees. They continue until they checked everywhere except the attic, which Adams bought headless torso just rushed upstairs while they were walking and locks the door. During that time, both of them are trapped. As they are watching, Lydia was taking photos and knows both of them in the attic window, which both Adam and Barbara didn't know. As they were wondering, well, let's just say Barbara and Adam accidentally went to Saturn after Barbara couldn't handle it, and they did. So they're trapped with the Deetses. Meanwhile, while in the attic, they found a mysterious business card that says Beetlejuice, which that's actually pronounced for Beetlejuice, which then a commercial comes up of Beetlejuice's own commercial. Meanwhile, Adam was reading the manual and it said, in case of emergency, draw a door. Which he did on the brick wall of the fireplace of the chimney, which opens the door to the neighbor world. As they enter the administration office, which the attendant, the secretary, who looks more like says Miss Argentina, actually they have an appointment, which they'll be wasting their appointments, etc., etc. As they wait, they forgot to also bring the manual. They're surrounded by other people who are dead. One was a woman who was sawed in half. Another guy who got his head shrunk. Another guy who was crypts burned, which I don't know how you get burned that badly. During that time, Lydia managed to open the attic, which she finds in the model town, and also finds the manual. Back at the waiting room, both Adam and Barbara are called to meet with their caseworker, which the guy who called them is actually a guy who's been flattened. Literally, he's been roadkill style flat. And shows them a hallway of doors, which one door creeps him out. When the janitor describes that door, it says the room of the forgotten, which is those who got exorcised, as in performed by an exorcist. Yeah. Death for the dead. Uh-huh. After that, they found their room. They didn't know where they were until they realized they're at their house, completely remodeled. But how long have they been gone? 3 months. Yeah. Timeline for the dead is more different than the living. So yeah. So timeline for the dead is more different. So yeah. If you're dead, well, that's where you're going. They meet the caseworker, Juno. Who I think she died from cancer because she's a smoker. She has, one of those when you put a tube in your neck when you're in a coma. Yeah, she has that. Well, she describes them about their situation. When Adam's about to mention Beetlejuice's name, Juno tells him to shut up because don't mention his name. You don't want his help. Well, she said no. She described him that he was once her assistant, but he was a troublemaker. He's trying to find a way to get rid of the living more easy, which ended up ugly. Which Juno told them to do this on their own. And they actually, when they go help, they need her again. She disappears in a puff of smoke. Where Adam and Barbara trying to find a way to scare him, so they did it their own way. Sheets. Yeah. They got holes, and guess how much were these sheets? These were designer sheets, over $200. Really? Who buys sheets for $200? That's kind of stupid, but face it, they tried to scare the mother. That didn't work. Well, it didn't work on Charles because he was thinking that for Lydia. Then when it went to the mother, that didn't work, and Lydia thought it was just the dad, her parents doing the dirty business. Once they realized when she took the photo, no feet, they're actually ghosts. When she realized she can see them because the ones who can see them are the ones who are curiously weird. Since Lydia is more the weird type, she can see them. Which Lydia explains when she read the manual. She understands it. But the problem is, oh boy. After that, she wants to convince him if she was not dreaming. One day, while they were in the attic, Barbara knows a light at the cemetery in the model, which they think is Beetlejuice. She says the name again, Beetlejuice, and then the third name, Beetlejuice. They're in the cemetery, in the model of the cemetery, where they found his grave, literally. And it says how they get in. They dig. Literally, they just dig through a model, and there's no dirt. It's plastic and cardboard. They knock in the coffin, and then pop goes out. Beetlejuice, right there. And his first impression, being Mr. Pervert. Being Mr. Pervert, literally. Being pervert to Barbara, and somehow he couldn't decide which clothes to wear. First, he talked about his qualifications, that he stayed in Harvard Business School, he lived through the Black Plague, and he's seen The Exorcist 174 times, and it gets every funnier every single time I see it. Now you're talking to a dead guy here, and what do you think? You think I qualified? Yeah, that's what's his qualifications. Well, that's a perfect way to describe you're qualified. But yeah, at first they decided not to and say the home 3 times. Oh boy, they managed to go home and bits out Beetlejuice. Meanwhile, they try to do this on their own. During a party, they managed to possess her by doing the song Banana Boat song, which was pretty funny. Even Lydia was convinced because she was the only one not possessed. She started to have fun. Then, when Lydia tried to convince them that it didn't work, his friends left. And then, when they mentioned the attic, they actually found the attic unlocked, which, oh boy. Chaz and Charles and Opal knows there's a big deal because there's a whole model of the town, which they can actually find business. And where were Barbara and Adam? Hanging on a window. While Beatrice is laughing at there, which Beatrice appears. He does a complete 180. He turns to a terrifying snake, almost kills Charles by dropping him. Literally. That's when Barbara sees him and says Beetlejuice 3 times, and he says, "Oh no!" And he pops back in the mall. Lydia thought it was them, and she got pissed and runs off. Barbara Adam talking about how dangerous the snake until Beetlejuice somehow, I don't know how he ends up in the car, complains that they just ruined a professional job, which Barbara scolds him. She picks him up, but thorns pop out and stings her. While Beatrice being a total dick, somehow magically a strip club appears and Beatrice gets distracted. Barbara asks if Adam built that and said nope, it was Juno. And Juno is pissed because while in her office she has a whole football team in there who are dead from a crash and tells them, "Coach," he said, "your coach survived." They're dead, the coach lives. Wow. She tells them to sit their ass down. And she said they screwed big time because not only they let Beatrice out, they let Olfo get his hands on the book, which, oh boy. That's a big no-no. After that, they had to find a way to fix the problem. So, what they did? They tried to change their face. One looks like someone from Spy for Spy, while the other one, well, a big-ass mouth. Without, literally. Beetlejuice, well, Lydia's writing a letter, looks like a suicide letter, I think. She finds Beetlejuice asking her if she wants to come find them. So, guess what she did? Beetlejuice has her to play a guessing game, which, yeah. Yeah, well, you have a guessing game, which, oh boy. It is just weird. She only says the third name twice, which, yeah. But Adam and Barbara stop Lydia from saying the last name, which it was a good thing. And then Olfo and the rest, his dad arrived, moving the model town, which it was actually a presentation for their friends from New York. Which things got worse when Olfo has the book, which he tried to perform How to Bring the Dead, which is actually how to perform an exorcism. He managed to do that, which, oh boy. Not just bring both Adam and Barbara to them, but also to get rid of them because he just performed an exorcism. She races towards Beetlejuice for help, and the only bitch can help her is to get married. Of course, yeah. Ouch. So yeah, after that, he agrees, and she says Beetlejuice's name 3 times. Oh boy, it's showtime. He pops out. He just comes out of the model with like a carnival hat on. And say, whoop-de-doo, step right up, test your strength. And guess who the first 2 he managed to get rid of? The guest, literally. As you know, that test your strength carnival gig. Yeah. He was the hammer. He just sent them straight up. And the mother's like, huh? Where'd he go? Opha tries to leave, and Bill just pops out of nowhere. As the Deeds stay still, Bill turns around, knows Opha's trying to leave. Beetlejuice just turns his hand to a gun, shoots, and changes Opha's clothes, which he just ran screaming, never seen again. After that, oh boy, it's time for the wedding. Barbara and Anna are free from the exorcism, but they're slowly rejuvenating. And boy, they try to find a way to stop Beetlejuice from marrying Lydia. They keep going again, until somehow Beetlejuice sends Barbara to Saturn, which backfired because she returned with a sandworm, and the sandworm ate Beetlejuice. And yeah, after that, they decide to share it with the dead couple. After that, things got normal. And they started with a musical number, Possessed again. This time, shit, what's the name of the song? Jump on the Line, which was a popular one. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice is in the waiting room with a massive waiting number, like a million something. Notice the chief has a small number, like 3. Distracting him by the, sorry, of the work he did with the shrunken head. You know, the guy from the previous one? Yeah. The chief wasn't stupid. Oh no. He just grabbed something from his pouch, sprinkled some dust, and shrunk Beetlejuice's head. They, whoa, whoa! Hey, this is a new look for me. Yeah, which is right there with the music going. And yeah, those Beetlejuice, and this is a good movie if you're fans for Halloween, because hey, and Beetlejuice became quite popular. It became a cult classic. Not just to anybody who's seen the movie, but those who are fans of Tim Burton. And they actually did an anime series in the 90s, which was actually popular, which Tim Burton had involvement with. And also as a musical, and also Beetlejuice appeared in a Halloween special of Teen Titans Go, voiced by the guy who played Beetlejuice in the musical, which, yeah, was pretty cool. And yeah, that was the movie. If you guys seen the movie, did you like it? Which part you liked? Which one made you laugh? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you won't miss any of our great content. And I'll see you next time. Peace.